look at the podcast on my website, Life and Stories. So, anyways, hi. Tina McGlynn, Life and Stories podcast. I'm here with Jennifer McCafferty from Jen's Markets. Now, I met Jen 6 years ago when I was doing Dove. That was quite a while ago. 2015. So I guess it's almost been 6 years. So attended her markets and loved them. I've always done those type of things all over, even New York, Oklahoma, what have you. Anyways, so I have been participating in Jen's Markets for a few years, and the big question is, how did you get started?
How did I get? People think, well, gee, I'm going to start a business, and this is what it's going to be. And I'm like, that's not how this worked. I, of course, moved to Florida, and I was with a corporate company, and thought everything was just wonderful. Here I am with my corporate job. I'm in Florida. I'm doing my thing, and life is wonderful. And then about a year or so into that, the company I worked for, I guess our little mini depression hit, and they filed bankruptcy and handed me the keys, or I had the keys and said FedEx them when you lock the door. And I'm like, that's exactly what I
Did you give any
said.
notice?
Well, kind of.
Something? Anything?
A little bit, but,
Yeah.
but not like.
But still, it was a shock.
It was a shock.
Yeah.
Now, of course,
Okay.
they offered relocation.
Oh, okay. But
You
you
know.
didn't want to leave Florida, I assume.
I had just gotten here.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I'm like, come on, I just bought a house.
Got you.
And now I don't have a job.
Yeah.
Yay. So, I tried a couple of different things. I worked in healthcare and, just took some sales jobs, trying to lean on my career. And, of course, when you're 55 or so, you're...
Oh, so this just happened last year.
Yeah. People don't look at you like you're eligible, for the market,
Got
so
you.
to speak. And, it hurts because you're like, Then you're like, gee, I need a job. So I had a small office on Fran Dorson Place in Apollo Beach.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I started doing promotional products and printing because that was my background.
Okay.
That was my corporate job. So I had
Okay.
my contacts, I had all my suppliers and everything, so I had a little office, and I was doing that. Well, the office had a big room in the back.
Okay.
And I'm like, I'm not using that very much. So I had some friends that were independent distributors,
Okay.
different things, Mary Kay, Rodan Fields, things like that. And they're like, I'm like, well, why don't we have like business week and 4 or 5 of you come in here and you can set up in the back and we'll advertise it and people can come by and see your products. And,
Oh, great idea.
it'll be just like your little small business in the back of my office and use the back of my office and I'll have a little extra income. And they're like, okay, that sounds like fun. They're like, so we start planning it. Well, then people talk.
Really?
Yes, they talk.
I mean, gossip
Gossip.
and innuendos?
Yeah. And they start telling other people what they're doing. And the next thing I knew, we went from 5 people to 20 people.
Wow. Hope this
to
was a
30
big room.
people to 40 people. And I'm like, wait,
Okay. Yeah. You outgrew it.
we don't have room. We never got it off the ground.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yep.
it was like in a week's time, everybody was like, no. And I'm like, okay. So I called a friend of mine, Dana, at the Chamber of Commerce in Sun City Center. And said, hey, I got an issue. I need a little space. And she goes, well, I come back over here and use the chamber. So I said, well, okay. So the chamber had a great big room in the back.
Yeah. It was a great room.
Great room.
Yeah. We had
we've
Christmas in
several.
July there.
Yeah. We
Before it all grew.
We had 5 Christmas in July
Yeah.
there.
Yep.
And I'm like, okay. I said, that sounds great. And she goes, all right. So we advertised it. And that was the first Christmas in July
Okay.
is when it finally kicked off.
Okay.
And we packed the room and had a great time. And I'm like, okay, well, that was fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I thought, well, that's it.
I know that's not the end of the story.
Everybody had such a great time. And, of course, people appreciate being able to get their business product out there, as you well know.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, let's do it again. I'm like, well, I had no intention of doing it again. But I did.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm like, well, let me do a little research, and dig into it. I'm like, okay, well, I guess we'll do a market. Yeah, we'll have an outdoor market.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay. I said, there were none in this area when I started this. So we're talking 10 years ago.
Okay.
10 years ago.
Yeah. Got you.
And we, I said, well, I have to have a place. So
So where was the first one?
this is weird. We actually did the chamber parking lot,
Ooh, that's small. I
It's
know because
small.
I've had events there. Yeah.
and then
Okay.
that wasn't so big. But then I needed, for some reason, I decided I must have more than one.
Okay.
So I started one in Apollo Beach at the Waterside Shops Plaza, which is actually where we're going back to.
Oh, is that the name of it?
Yeah.
I had no idea. I'm looking
Well,
at you
you-
going, where the heck
So
is
we're going
that?
back to that
Yes,
now
we are.
because
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
the-
Next Sunday.
Yeah, next
Yep.
Sunday. So
Okay.
I'm like, okay, well, I need that one. So then I had Apollo Beach and Sun City Center.
Okay.
And Sun City Center was like, whatever. And then I got a phone call from the city of Largo.
Okay.
And they said, hey, we want to market over here. And I'm like, well, okay, let me look into it.
Yeah.
So I started one in Largo. And then I said, well, Lakewood Ranch closed their market on Main Street. So I went down there and talked with them. And then I'm like, okay, we'll start one there too. So we had Main Street.
Oh, okay.
And then we went up towards Brookville.
So you were
and
getting out there.
7 markets in 3 counties.
Wow.
And
Yeah.
then we decided, well, not we, I, more than anything else, decided it
Yeah.
was too much.
Yeah. That
I
is
mean,
a lot.
You know, we drove
Yep.
a lot. But that's kind of how it started. It was not an intention.
Yeah. But
At
some of
all.
the best things happen
But
by
it has
happenstance.
been an interesting journey.
Yes, I bet. I
I
bet.
met great people like you.
Oh, thank you.
You know, I mean, so many of the vendors, and you've met so many of them
Yeah.
too. They're
Yeah.
our family. I mean,
Yeah.
we're like a close knit group.
Yeah.
We
Coming
know-
how we rallied around Farmer Pete.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, we do stuff for each other, and you know, I do stuff for you guys that I'm like, what? You want another market? Oh God, please no. Okay, why not?
Yeah.
You know, so it just kind of evolved into that, and
Yeah.
you know,
And people are appreciative, just the idea of getting out. 'Cause we live in Florida, so obviously during snowbird season, our weather's nice.
yeah,
It's the best weather we have, so it gets, it gets the community out too, right?
well, it's fun because we do well before last
COVID,
year.
yeah.
We did a lot more things.
Yeah.
Always stuff with
Yep.
the kids. Lots
Live
of
music.
activities, live music. Just, you know, we did cookie decorating at
Yeah.
my booth and
Yeah.
pumpkin painting and all that interactive stuff that we backed off for now.
Yeah, for
We're
now.
just like,
Yeah.
Well, we have to rethink how
So
we do
t-
business.
Tell me how you got over to Little Harbor, which is one of my favorites because it's so beautiful over
I love
there.
Little Harbor.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
it's a great
geez.
crowd.
We've been there 6 years now.
Oh, okay. So I started with you from the very beginning
Yeah.
when my chocolate used to melt.
That one became, of course, Matthew Moody was in the chamber with
Okay.
me. We were on the
Okay.
board, so we were friends and all that. And I always, eyeball spots.
Hmm.
Like,
Yeah, it makes sense.
That place. That place. And I thought, well, wouldn't it be nice to have an evening market there for Christmas? Holiday lights.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he's like, well, yeah, let's talk about it. I'm like, okay. Because they wanted something to not only bring people there, but also for their people that are staying at the condominiums and at the hotel, especially during the holidays.
Yeah, and they're usually sold out,
Yeah,
typically.
yeah,
Yes.
because there's
yes.
not really, a lot to do in Ruskin.
No.
you know.
Nice little town.
And if you're staying at a resort, there's not a lot. I mean, yes, you have the restaurants and the tiki bar, but there's not much else.
Yeah, unless you
So-
love to golf every single day.
Yes, or swim or boat. But
That's true, yeah.
so we did our first holiday lights event there, and it was an
Okay.
evening event. They closed off the parking lot, and we did that. And I said, well, we'll continue along that kind of path, but it evolved from an evening market into a day market, just because you see things and how they work and all that. But
Yeah.
we've been there 6 years now, and we do a lot of. It's kind of my special event little market because it's so pretty.
Yes, it is.
So we have our annual Valentine's Day favorite things market coming up there, and that's always a lot of fun.
And we're setting up the new year this Saturday.
Yes.
Yep,
starting
from
off the New Year
noon to 5.
Noon to 5 this Saturday. And,
In the back towards the do they
it's right,
consider
it's
that?
overlooking the marina.
Yeah,
On
overlooking the marina.
on the
Yeah.
walkway,
Yeah,
and
which is cool to
we,
watch.
we
the
keep
birds.
getting a lot of new vendors.
Mhm. Yeah, it stretches all the way down.
All the way down.
Yeah.
The one thing about COVID that has been interestingly beneficial to me is that so many of the huge events have closed down.
Yes.
And
Yep.
so we're getting people from all over Florida, vendors, wanting to have somewhere they can go. And they go, well, yeah. I said, it's a smaller market. You got to understand that. We don't have 10,000 people. And they're like, well, we know that. People come and they trickle in and they trickle out. And everybody has a good time and it's not crowded. And you can shop and have fun.
Yeah, it's nice.
So
you know,
we
I
got-
didn't know Jason's elderberry was there last month. I was so. Is he going to be there this month by any chance?
I don't
Remember?
know yet.
Yeah, I didn't even know he was there because I was busy. I'm way up front, and and I've been trying to hunt some down because it's hard for me to get on to Palmetto. So some of the, it's great when you're a vendor that you can shop the rest of the vendors because
Oh,
you
I do
see
that all the time.
yeah, you see a bunch of stuff. You're like, oh my god, I need this, want this, whatever it is, and
yeah.
I didn't realize he was there until after the fact, and hopefully I'll see him because it's just real hard for me to get down to Palmetto on Fridays where he does his typical weekly pickup. But yeah, the market's been great, and of course, the one at Celtic Shamrocks had to get moved.
It did because there's
Yep.
a big hole
Yeah,
there.
the
in Dixie
construction
lot. Yes.
change, right? Everything's got to
Yes,
change.
Everything's got to
yeah.
change. So we moved a whole half a block south.
Yeah,
I mean, so
still see us.
yeah, you
Yeah.
can't miss us. So we'll be there.
Yeah, and that's
rest of the
next
season.
Sunday
The 17th.
from what are we 11 to 3?
Yes.
Yeah, I know. I
Don't
should
ask me
know
hard
this.
questions.
Yeah, 11 to 3.
11 to 3.
So basically, and you possibly may still have one in Sun City. It's just kind of a trial basis.
Yes,
Yeah.
we didn't do the one Sunday because the
the
weatherman
weather,
told us it
yeah.
was going to rain all day. And of course
Yeah.
he lied, but
Oh, it did up here. It didn't down there.
it sprinkled.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it was.
well,
yeah,
we would have had to set up in the rain. So who
yeah.
wants to do that?
People. Yeah,
you know,
people
it's
want-
yucky.
Yeah, it was cold too. Cold rain. I
Cold,
mean,
So
yeah.
we'll be back there in February.
Okay, and that's the first
First
Sunday.
Sunday.
Yes,
Well, that's why
Yeah.
you have to start keeping up with all. Yeah.
I know.
First Sunday, second Saturday,
Yep.
third Sunday.
Third Sunday.
There you go.
Yeah, good. And so when you are promoting the markets, what types of things do you do? Obviously, I'm Facebook. I know that. Because
Let's see. I think I use
Yeah.
Facebook.
Yeah.
I use
yep,
some Twitter.
Yeah.
I use a lot of word of mouth, and of course I print up schedules, which
Yeah.
I give to the vendors, and the vendors give them to people, and give them to other vendors, and take them to other events. So
Yeah. Yeah.
it gets spread that way. Occasionally I do newspaper advertising.
Well, you have your newsletter that comes out.
I have a newsletter that
Mhm.
goes out, so
Yeah.
I have a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
I guess the nice thing about having done it now for 10 years is I actually have people that follow us around.
Right. Yeah,
Yeah.
because they know they can find certain things.
Yeah.
In to speak for myself, and I attend as MJ Naturals and the Cake Foundation, and one and the same. And I will say that I will make my own events, and I'm always encouraging other vendors when they're around me to make their own Facebook events, saying, "Hey, I'm going to be at Jen's Market. Here's the schedule right on," because the more exposure we all get, the better it is for all of us. So I always, when I'm next to somebody new, I'll, chit chat them
Yeah.
up because you know me, I'm very chatty. And, I always say, hey, make sure you put your own Facebook event saying, here's where I'll be. You can find me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm hoping that more and more of your vendors do that. Hey, vendors, if you need help, just come see Tina.
I know. I always
Um,
say, what's the last thing I say and everything?
Yes.
Go to my website and post on it. Not my
Yeah.
website, my Facebook
Your
page.
Facebook page.
Go to my
Yep.
website, Facebook page,
Yep.
and post on it and tell people you're going to be there and what you
Yep.
have.
Yep.
You know,
Yeah,
'cause
and take it a step further by saying you can
Yeah.
make your own
make
event,
your own events.
and then say this is where I'll be. And I always say Jen's Market.
Yeah.
The more exposure is always good, especially we're still working within the confines of COVID, unfortunately,
Yeah.
and weather and what have you. But like I said, it's a great time of year. And anything in the horizon, or you're good with what you got going on? What are we doing in February? You said
February. Let's
This-
see. Well, February.
favorite things.
We have the favorite themes
Yep.
market at Little Harbor.
Yep. March.
No, February the 13th.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay.
That would
Yeah.
be the day before Valentine's.
Hello. Oh, Valentine's Day is on a Sunday this year.
Yes.
I should know
So
this.
people could actually go staycay
Yes.
at Little
Oh,
Harbor.
yeah.
you
That would be
know,
lovely.
'cause those rooms are really nice.
Yeah.
Overlooking the bay.
And I heard the food's good. Their breakfast or
Food's
whatever they
good and-
give. Yeah.
And they got a heated pool.
Yeah. Yeah.
you
All the
know,
good stuff.
Do a little staycay and come to the market on Saturday. And
Okay.
Go eat dinner Saturday night. And wake up Sunday and go have breakfast. So it's a great place to hang out at.
Yeah.
I've done it, and I live 5 miles.
5
from there,
miles from there. Yeah. Yeah.
if that. So that's February the 13th,
Okay.
and then we turn around, and on February the 21st, we do our Love Your Pet market.
Oh, and I have one now.
You have one now, I know. February the 20th is National Love Your Pet Day.
Oh, okay.
Which is
Awesome.
Saturday.
Didn't even know that.
Mhm. Now you have a pet,
I know,
so
right?
You must learn these
Instead of a
things.
grandchild, we have.
Yeah, you must learn these things now because
We have
Toby
Toby.
will expect you
Yes, Toby
to
will.
have a present.
Yes. Yes.
So-
I was already looking at all the toys.
Yeah. So on February 21st, we will be at the Apollo Beach Market.
Yep.
And hopefully have a lot of pet thing vendors.
Yes.
Toys and treats and accessories and clothing and who knows what else.
Yeah, sure. I'll have
and-
my
and-
pet CBD.
and people stuff too.
Yep.
Have stuff
Yeah.
for humans, as they
Yeah.
say. And so that's our February one.
Okay.
March, I think, we're not real laid back. March in Apollo Beach, we will have the Easter Bunny.
Oh, is Easter early this year? I
Easter's
don't.
early this year.
Terrible, I don't even know.
March
Okay.
21st is Easter Bunny Day.
Okay. Okay.
We can't do the Easter egg hunt. We've always tried to do that, but
Be a little tough in a parking lot anyway. We're gonna hide them.
Now that we're in the parking lot's kind of yeah.
Yeah. Well, maybe
So-
by then we can come up with something. You never
The
know.
bunny's going to hand
Yeah.
out some baskets. Probably,
Okay,
while
cool.
that lasts. So we're hoping
Okay.
some local merchants,
Yep.
and maybe even some vendors might want to put
Some-
some
yeah.
green in the pot, and
Yep.
we'll
Donate to that cause.
you
Yeah.
know, make
Yeah.
up little baskets with Easter egg toys and things for the kiddos,
Cool.
and then just hand them out, and that way it's
Yeah.
nice and safe.
Yes. 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 Safe for parents too.
And in April we roll out, our April stuff, and then summer maybe we'll have a summer market
Yeah.
indoors
Oh, okay.
because
Yeah.
we skipped last year.
We did.
'Cause
That's
it was
right.
June, August.
That's
We're
right.
supposed to have our indoor event in August. And
So to scale back to circle back, so Little Harbor and Apollo Beach both end in April, correct?
everything ends in April.
April. Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
the-
So you
the
may not.
regular season.
Right, the regular season, and sometimes you do an indoor market in like Christmas in July or
Yeah.
or whatever. You can change it up, obviously. So you might be thinking about doing another indoor market.
Yeah, that would
in
be
the summer. Good.
probably our artisan summer market would probably be in Bradenton at the
Yes.
convention center.
That we tried to do last
What
year.
we tried to do last
Yeah.
year, right when COVID said everything shut down and we couldn't do anything. So,
Yes. Yeah.
Hopefully we will be able to do that. And then we
Yeah.
kick back off in October, and if everything goes well, hopefully we'll be doing some October festing.
Yes. Yes, because that's
We
always
miss
around my
that.
birthday, so it's
Yeah,
fun.
I miss that. And then there may be something in the Christmas horizon for the whole month of December.
Good.
So,
Good. 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 Yeah.
besides the regular markets.
Good.
And I think
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah. That's
You know,
enough.
That's enough.
We're good.
You know,
We're good.
I never say never, but
I-
that's enough right now.
Yes, I hear you. And hopefully one day MJ Natural Resources can be also, in one of the markets, bring some produce,
Produce, yes.
not eggs.
Fresh
Fresh
plants.
I know. There you go. Yeah, I miss Farmer Pete. So, to recap, I'm here with Jennifer McCafferty with Jen's Market and Events. Although I don't know why I say it that way.
Well, that's
Jen.
what it is.
Yeah. Well, look at your shirt.
Well,
That's your
before I-
Facebook. Yeah.
yeah.
And so we have Little Harbor Market, and that is the second Saturday from noon to 5.
Mm-hmm.
And then the new one, Sun City, still working on the first Sunday,
First Sunday,
Yep.
11 to 3.
11 to 3. And then the Apollo Beach Market, which is, it was called Waterside? Waterside.
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 Hey!
Whee, that'd be fun.
Waterside.
Waterside
Yeah.
Shops Plaza.
Okay. Right where Hungry Howie's is.
Yeah,
you
where
know.
Hungry Howie's is.
Yeah.
And Bark and Purr
Yeah, Bark
and-
and Purr, and she's got a framing
Gotcha
shop,
covers
and
and
yeah, the music store is there,
store,
and
the
the blind
bar.
store. I'm trying to think of the pizza, and there are all sorts of things in there, and Hungry Howie's Pizza, and so that is 11 to 3.
11
So we'll
to
be there
3.
next Sunday. So we hope you all come out and join us. If you'd like to be a vendor, any spots left for any of the markets? If anybody wanted to inquire,
We always have spots coming in and out. It
Okay.
depends on the categories. As
Yep.
you know, I kind of select and don't overlap
Right.
a whole lot of vendors.
Right.
So all they need to do is email me,
Okay, and what is that email address?
Jennifer,
Yep.
at jens-market.com.
Okay, that's
Or-
easy.
Or go to my website.
Right, and we'll have all of the
And,
all
the
of
application info's there.
Yeah, and I was going to say we'll follow up and put all of Jen's information on the podcast, and I'll follow up with Facebook Live and put everything there. And hey, thanks for coming to talk with me today.
You're welcome. You know,
And
I
I'll see
enjoy it.
you Saturday.
Yes, you'll see me Saturday.
And yeah, because I've been out for a little bit with an injury, so I am absolutely looking forward to it because I miss people, and that's the great thing about these markets. It's community.
Oh,
you
you
know.
see so many people that
Yes.
we otherwise wouldn't really
Yeah.
see. I
Yep.
mean, you know, this is my social event. So to
Yes.
speak.
Yeah, that's the way we can socialize outside.
Yeah.
If you do come to the market, we do ask, I believe, right, that you
We prefer you wear a
mask,
mask,
even though we're outside. Yeah, just try. And other than that, come and see us this Saturday and then next Sunday. Thanks for listening. And Jennifer, again, thank you for
Thank you.
having. Thank you for being here. Okay, until next time, Tina McGlynn with Life in Story.